John Denver, born Henry John Deutschendorf Jr. on December 31, 1943, in Roswell, New Mexico, grew up in a military family, moving frequently across the country due to his father's career as a U.S. Air Force pilot. This nomadic childhood cultivated in him both a sense of rootlessness and a profound love for the beauty of the American landscape, which would later become a central theme in his music. Denver's passion for music began early when his grandmother gifted him his first guitar at age 11. He was inspired by the musical landscape of the 1960s, including folk and rock legends like Elvis Presley. His journey into the music world began while attending Texas Tech University, but it was his move to Los Angeles that ultimately set him on the path to stardom, changing his name to Denver in homage to the state he loved so much, Colorado. Breakthrough in music, A Star is Born. John Denver's breakthrough came in 1969 when his song Leaving on a Jet Plane became a major hit for the folk group Peter, Paul, and Mary. The song's success established Denver as a talented songwriter, prompting him to launch his own performing career. The 1970s were a defining decade for Denver, as he released iconic hits such as Take Me Home, Country Roads, Annie's Song, Rocky Mountain High, Sunshine on My Shoulders, and Thank God I'm a Country Boy. These songs, often blending folk, country, and pop influences, became anthems for those who appreciated the great outdoors and life's simple pleasures. His warm, tenor voice and acoustic guitar strumming resonated deeply with audiences, making Denver one of the most beloved American artists of the era. A multifaceted entertainer, Denver's other pursuits. Though John Denver is primarily known for his music, his talents extended beyond the recording studio. He also ventured into acting, making notable appearances in television specials and films. One of his most memorable roles was in the 1977 comedy Oh God, in which he starred alongside the legendary George Burns. Denver's natural charm and sincere on-screen presence made him a hit with audiences, adding a new dimension to his career. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Denver's appearances on television showcased his versatility as an entertainer. He was equally adept at connecting with fans through his music and his television appearances, earning a reputation as a kind-hearted, approachable star who had the ability to make anyone feel at ease. Environmental and humanitarian advocacy. Beyond his career in music and entertainment, Denver was an outspoken advocate for environmental causes. He was deeply concerned about the preservation of the planet's natural landscapes and wildlife. His songs often reflected his passion for environmentalism, and he used his platform to raise awareness about conservation, urging his listeners to take better care of the world around them. Denver's commitment to social issues didn't stop at the environment. He also advocated for space exploration, using his influence to encourage public support for NASA. Additionally, he took a strong stance against censorship in music, testifying before Congress to protect artistic freedom. Denver's efforts in these areas revealed a man who cared deeply about using his fame to make a positive impact on the world. The connection to Colorado, Denver's true home. John, Denver's connection to Colorado was more than just geographical. It was an emotional and spiritual bond that influenced much of his music and lifestyle. He moved to Aspen, Colorado, where the Rocky Mountains provided the perfect backdrop for his life and art. In 1974, Denver was named the official poet laureate of Colorado in recognition of his contributions to the state's cultural identity through his music. The majestic mountains and natural beauty of Colorado served as an endless source of inspiration, especially for songs like Rocky Mountain High, which later became one of the state's official songs. Denver's deep love for the region not only defined his music, but also shaped his public image, making him a beloved figure in the state he cherished so much. John Denver, a symbol of home and nostalgia. John Denver's music was always deeply connected to a sense of home and nostalgia. His song, Take Me Home, Country Roads, became an anthem for West Virginia, reflecting a profound longing for home and simplicity that resonated far beyond Denver's own personal experiences. The song's success was a testament to Denver's ability to connect with audiences on an emotional level. In 2014, West Virginia officially adopted Take Me Home, Country Roads as one of its state songs, further cementing Denver's lasting influence. Denver's legacy, both as a musician and as a cultural figure, is intimately tied to his ability to evoke feelings of love, warmth, and belonging, making his work timeless for generations of fans. Personal struggles and family life. While John Denver's public persona was that of a beloved, family-oriented figure, his personal life was far from perfect. Denver married Annie Martell in 1967, and their relationship became a source of inspiration for some of his most iconic music, including the heartfelt ballad Annie's Song. The song, written in just 10 minutes while sitting on a ski lift in Colorado, encapsulated Denver's deep love for Annie and his surroundings. The couple lived in Eden Prairie, Minnesota during the early years of Denver's career, but as his fame grew, the pressures of his demanding schedule began to take a toll on their marriage. In 1982, after 15 years of marriage, the couple divorced, citing the challenges that came with Denver's overwhelming fame and the strains of his career. Despite the emotional toll, Denver remained a devoted father to their two adopted children, Zachary and Anna Kate, with whom he shared a close and loving bond. The tragic end of Denver's first marriage. John Denver's divorce from Annie Martell in 1982 was an emotional chapter in his life, marked by both personal reflection and public spectacle. The couple's split was symbolized by an infamous moment when Denver cut their marital bed in half with a chainsaw. This dramatic gesture highlighted the pain and rawness of their parting and showcased Denver's impulsive side. Denver later reflected on the divorce, acknowledging the difficulties of navigating fame and the impact it had on their relationship. Despite their separation, he cherished his role as a father and made sure that his children knew how much they meant to him. His song, A Baby Just Like You, written for his son Zachary, captured the tender love and devotion he felt toward his children, ensuring that his personal connection to them was immortalized in his music. A second marriage and further heartbreak. John Denver found love again in 1988 when he married Australian actress Cassandra Delaney. Their relationship seemed promising, and they settled in Denver's beloved Aspen home, welcoming a daughter named Jessie Bell. However, despite the initial hopefulness of their marriage, the relationship began to unravel, and the couple separated in 1991, eventually divorcing in 1993. Denver's reflections on his second marriage were candid, and he expressed deep disappointment over how it turned out. In an interview, he remarked that Delaney had made a fool of me, revealing the emotional toll their short-lived marriage took on him. This period of personal turmoil was a stark contrast to the warm, family-oriented image Denver had cultivated throughout his career. The mystery of John Denver's death. The circumstances surrounding John Denver's death in October 1997 were shrouded in mystery for years. Known for his connection to nature and his gentle spirit, Denver's sudden passing in a plane crash left many fans and observers questioning what really happened. Denver, an accomplished pilot, had been flying his experimental aircraft, the Rutan Long EZ, when disaster struck. Early reports suggested pilot error or mechanical failure, but further investigation revealed more complex issues. The plane's fuel selector valve was incorrectly positioned, causing fuel starvation and engine failure mid-flight. Additionally, the aircraft's design flaws and inadequate safety features contributed to the crash. Denver had reportedly raised concerns about the aircraft's fuel system before the flight, but these issues were not addressed properly, leading to his tragic death. Unanswered questions, personal struggles, and possible factors. While the technical failures of the aircraft played a significant role in the crash, there were also personal factors that might have contributed to John Denver's untimely death. Denver's life in the years leading up to the accident was marked by emotional struggles, including bouts of depression and the pressures of fame. Though there was no concrete evidence of substance abuse, some reports suggested that stress and personal turmoil may have influenced Denver's judgment that day. The combination of mechanical failure, human error, and personal struggles formed a tragic intersection that led to Denver's death. His passing was not just the loss of a beloved musician, but also the end of a life that had been filled with both triumphs and challenges. The legacy of John Denver, a cautionary tale. The resolution of John Denver's death serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life, even for someone as seemingly wholesome and invincible as the beloved singer-songwriter. His legacy, however, remains firmly intact. Denver's music continues to resonate with generations of listeners, and his songs about the environment, love, and home remain timeless. The tragic circumstances of his death have sparked renewed discussions about the importance of aviation safety, pilot training, and aircraft regulation. For Denver's fans, his life and music will always be remembered fondly, but the way in which he passed serves as a cautionary tale about the vulnerabilities that even the most celebrated figures face in their personal and professional lives. A final reflection on Denver's impact. John Denver's story is one of immense talent, personal struggle, and undeniable impact. He captured the hearts of millions with his songs that celebrated the beauty of the world around him. His contributions to both music and environmental activism have ensured that his influence continues to be felt today. While the details of his tragic death have raised uncomfortable questions, they also provide a deeper understanding of the challenges he faced behind the scenes. Denver's life was not just a series of hit songs and iconic performances, but also a reflection of the complexities of being human. His legacy will always be that of a man who lived passionately, loved deeply, and inspired countless others to appreciate the simple beauty of life.